Hiya guys, it's Spectre here. Welcome back to some more Total Warhammer 3. Continuing my Grom campaign. Fried squirrel dish. That's funny because Crowley calls Dean squirrel. That's supernatural. I watched it last night with my girlfriend. Squirrel and moose, rocking Bullwinkle. That's all except that. Glorious. Right. I've got 6 armors, it's time to kick some wood elf ass. Has he got all his second army up here? He's got all his apart from the Ragnarok.
Nasty magic's ready.
I'm going to keep 50 scrap always, so I can always do another dish just in case. Unless I go and take out Tyrion. Looks like moving against Harganeth since they became the vassal of Nakari. He turned that into a herdstone. Balls of move, Mogo. At least that army's a Black Ark. That army's quite nasty. But if these Dark Elves get really powerful a lot, because they seem to be powerful in quite a few campaigns now. I mean, they were the one faction that could Doomtide in Warhammer 2, which obviously they did have a power base. But obviously with their changes to how they make money, I don't know how effective they'll be now by comparison, because the new system is garbage by compared to the old one. And the old one had so much more like player input, like you could choose which settlements received slaves, which settlements received extra slaves. You could really maximise like your money income, and then you had to make sure those provinces had enough public orders so they didn't rebel. This new system is Kind of shit. There's an age-old rule out there. This is more aimed at CE, but it can be aimed at any game developer. Because other companies have done it as well. If it ain't broken, don't fucking fix it. Because then all you're going to do is piss off the people that already like and are comfortable with the current system. And then you're going to completely change it for no reason whatsoever. And balancing a campaign mechanic is completely irrelevant to like multiplayer battles, which are the only way you have like your little tournaments and stuff. But multiplayer's that unpopular, like barely 5% of the player base even touch it. And the ones that do generally play multiplayer campaigns, not just multiplayer battles. And I play multiplayer campaigns, but I don't play them against people. I play them cooperatively. Because I think, in a way, once you've sussed out the AI and you've played thousands of hours like I have, you can pretty much play against the AI with almost any faction. You can still get a bit unlucky with some like random RNG, but generally you can know what you're doing. And if it's early on in the campaign and something happens, you can just restart and start the campaign, you know, if it's really bad. So it's not too bad, as long as you've not got like midway through or whatever, but even then you can usually get yourself out of it in some way. But when you're playing with other people, and let's say you're playing on a high difficulty, say you're playing on like very hard, or hard at least, and some people might not be as good at the game as people who play very hard legendary all the time, or might just be new to the game. It's better when you play with more people. It adds like a layer of difficulty to try and keep that person alive and in the game. Because the AI might beeline it for that one player. And that one player might not know what they're doing and just get overwhelmed. So you're kind of like, you're acting like a bodyguard for another player. So when you play cooperatively with other friends, you're not looking to get like a bunch of elite players all together who can all just steamroll the AI. Throw in some good players, some medium skilled players and some newbies, and it adds a much more difficult element for the more seasoned players as well, as you try and protect the newer players. So obviously it's no good playing a campaign with new people and getting stamped on and then not wanting to play the game anymore. You want to keep people playing the game. So it's different. Adds an extra layer of challenge in there. Plus, it's also cool to support your friends. You come in like cavalry and stuff like that. You're like the backup. Have that. Raiding.
My lady will not allow it. What you ask is impossible.
It's like Loan took an ass whooping from something.
I don't care for this order.
She's raiding me for a hell of a lot. Why are you raiding for so much? Pretends to raid for that much. Our army's garbage though, I'm not worried about that. I mean, maybe they might do something if they get on the walls. But then again, I think I've got Black Orcs in here. And they have. Black Orcs will deal with them.
Mork says what? Anything you say.
That's something I could try, but it would be ballsy. Let's try and take these out. No, I'm not going to call anyone in to deal with these. Is that 3 lords? Oh. How is it he gets that? Lucky bitch. Read it. Has that other army got it over here? Yeah.
That works.
They've already got it apart from their spider. Right, okay.
Nasty magic's ready. The widest.
You waste my time. Foolish request.
Better than anyone. Now they'll see. Don't push me. Mountains is where gobos belong.
I'll keep him there for the time being. That's what we just built. Right.
This magic is real. The tribe's ready.
Right. I want Drock to initiate the attack. If I send in Drock first, just encircle.
The tribe's ready.
With 3 armies, it only gives me a ferric. If you can get him. Doesn't appear to be any casualties.
Who should we attack? Curse 'em. That works. This magic is real. Anything you say.
Oh, you can't. It's a useful moment to get the. It's fine. Do it turn after. Has he done all this stuff? No, he hasn't done out clevering. Max it out first. Jesus Christ, I'm leveled up. Well, then again, it was a big battle, weren't it? Against wood elves, so yeah, that could be vital. Get our Queen Conduit up and running.
What you want?
That's Orion's main tree wrecked. That'll definitely do me. That's just him. Right. The Kari could still get wiped out here as well. So all Makari's got is those two cities in that town. And I don't think they've got an army either. And if Nakari dies, I'm not sure what happens to Harganeth. I'm assuming they regain control of their faction, which then gives the Dark Elves a bloody powerful ally that they can potentially also confederate. At least some of these new armors have recruited a complete dog shit. You're just going to use that to walk through, aren't you? Yeah. They're avoiding my armies. Fucking hell. But the hell is he building a melee army? What am I seeing here? I'd like to know what's in this corner of the map that's important. It's the southern chaos weights that you don't know about. Or to fabled Lumbria, which is actually on the far side of the world. I don't think there's really anything wrote about Lumbria apart from the fact that it's on one of the maps, like I've got it here. It says to fabled Lumbria. I mean, literally there, CA could, if they put that on into the game, they could make the land maps look like whatever they wanted and put in whatever factions they wanted, as far as I'm aware. I don't think there's any lore on it. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Zale's making a push on the Empire, good lad. Warriors of Chaos are definitely stronger than what they were in Warhammer 1 and 2. I didn't mind them as a horde army. I didn't like being in the red all the time, it didn't make sense like that. Like if they were going to be a horde army, they should have to be more like the Beastmen, where they don't have an upkeep. And it's just a matter of how you recruit your troops then. Like they've got the dread system, you've got to unlock capacity, something like that. To like get more troops. Because let's be honest, Chaos Worshippers don't give a fuck about getting paid. Norskins might, but Chaos Worshippers generally don't. They're just there for the favour of their gods, trying to earn boons of their gods, to elevate themselves in their gods' eyes. More than likely, she's going to go and pick on some of the smaller towns. What I might do is I might try and save Nikari. We're thingy, aren't we? Yeah, so what I'll do is give me...
Best idea yet.
Shit. Right.
Now! Fine! The gods won't be happy, so no!
Why can't he move? He's got a full movement bar.
You can't, you can't.
It's kind of weird.
That works. Lost and good.
Looks they're always fucking everything. That's why I don't want them in it. But it still wipes them out. This is stupid. Right, okay. They're obviously stuck for some reason, and I don't understand why they're stuck. It doesn't make any sense. Right. Attack that. Right. Get out of there. Good. Move the fuck away. A city should not be able to prevent an army from moving. That's rather fucking stupid. Now you're attacking it. There we go. They don't appear to lose anything. Good. Destroy that. Freeze it. Let's see you rebuild that motherfucker. Shit. Sorry about that. Forgot about the bloody alarm. It's come working in about an hour. Got independence to keep the apartment.
I'm special.
I game that because he's a large target. Just get focused a lot. Right, at least that way we can recover and heal up.
I forbid.
They're not going to do jack shit, so I'm not worried about them. Just need to go up here and destroy these.
Who should we zap?
He's going to be able to recover. We can maybe come and try and stop these with this army. Those two should be fine to deal with the rest of that, I think. It might mean we've got to fight some of the tree battles, especially if there's an army garrisoned in there, rather than auto-resolving them. But at least the main one that was immediately launching assaults on me the entire goddamn time is taken out of the equation. Right. Let's see if we can come save. Our friend.
Gork and Mork needs it. Chariots rolling out.
Oh, yes.
How is it that one ranks up first?
No.
And that army's also shit. Because these aren't going to do anything against Skulkers, because Skulkers are going to have them. Dark Rider's a wank.
What is this foolishness? My visions predict failure.
And if they come through from there, they might go for Tor. Sorry, which isn't the biggest loss, but I can always flash recruit a load there. If need be. And then give them some regiments renown. No good ones yet anyway. We still need some more big bosses. Because now I've got 6 armies, I can afford to be a bit more picky from 7th army onwards. I'm not in this immediate rush. You see, this is the only problem, because Marathi owns these gates. I'm not at war with Marathi. At least not yet. Once I'm at war with Marathi, I can take these gates off her. And then they're not getting in here without fighting a gate army, which makes their life a lot more difficult. So rather than try and get through, they'll probably go around. But then I can also push out and take these and just defend the coastline. Yeah, you're just staying put for the time being, buddy.
Gork's will. This magic is real. Fine.
And neither of you is moving, you're staying still. Hexatl army all the way up there. The power ball's weak though. Very weak. That's what I thought. Pussy. They backed off as well. Because Because while I can easily defend a city against that, because the army's shit, I probably won't be able to defend a town against it, because a town will just get outnumbered. I think a town's only got like 14 units. With having 6 more units in there, they'll just overwhelm my defences. Don't get me wrong, in the vast majority of cases, even a full town garrison of say 14, 15 units shouldn't be able to beat a 20 stack army. A 20 stack army should take a town like, 99% of the time. Unless they're like proper dog shit units and the town's got some really good units, like a dwarven garrison, for example. But I do think all of the factions, small garrisons and big garrisons, need to be in line in terms of numbers, or closer to it. So I think all cities should have an 18 to 20 strong garrison, in that ballpark. I don't think outposts should take out your garrison units. They should be additional units that reinforce from inside your city, and they're always under the AI control rather than yours. But that could be toggleable, that could be debatable. They could be under your control, but they come in as reinforcements. Or they come in after the first 2 units from your garrison have either destroyed or flee. But they shouldn't be taking place of your garrison troops, because it's especially harsh on Dark Fortresses for Chaos, because you lose 2 units of Chosen, and you get like Skaven Sleeves. It's a massive downgrade to your garrison. And then I think all towns should have a bare minimum of 10 units for a garrison, but probably no more than 15. I think 14 is actually good. I think 14 is a good number of units. So I think if everyone could have 14 units in a town-sized garrison, at least then you have the same number of units, regardless what faction you play. If you've got a tier 3 town with walls, you've got 14 units. Now, if you've not built walls, that's on you. Then your garrison will be smaller. And you probably won't have access to the small summon battle unless it gives it you through just having a tier 3 town rather than walls. But that's why I always build walls. In the vast majority of cases. There's certain scenarios where I won't, but that's usually like if I've got a town that's got like some lucrative luxury options and it's right in the middle of my empire, so I can defend it. That's like the rare scenario where I won't. I don't think we took that control of that army, did it? And we can beat them in auto resolve. That's what you get for walking around with an injured army. Like a giant tree blaze could play, but I only lose 2 orcs. Get shit on, you nerd. I'd be fucking crying as well after losing to a fucking orc town garrison. Obviously some garrisons as well are still going to be stronger than others, like Greenskin garrisons are arguably one of the weakest in the game, where dwarves are like one of your strongest, if not the strongest. So I'm not looking for them to be equal in their strength, but they can be equal in the number of units in a garrison. So like big one is the chaos the chaos shrines that aren't dark fortresses are stupidly small, as are wood elf settlements outside of their forests. They're too small, like really, really small. And when you've only got 5 units, you're pretty much not holding that even against like a 10 stack or more. Because they've got 2 units to every one of yours. And the units that are in there aren't that good either. They're not worth 2 units of the enemy. So, and bear in mind as well, with those sorts of factions as well, you don't get walls either to fight with. You don't get like a man assault battle, so you don't get the walls, you don't get the towers you can construct. Same like Beastmen Herdstones. Beastmen Herdstones have got really strong garrisons, but you're fighting in the beast path that one benefits ranged armies more than melee, and Beastmen are a melee faction. But you also can't build anything with your supplies. You can't build any like wooden vine traps to like as act as a wall to slow things down. You can't build any towers where you could have like basically ungors in them firing bows. You can't build shit. So just they need to update a lot of factions for Warhammer 3. And I think if they can get to a place where the settlement's more or less equal, you can at least see some more interesting defensive battles.
The tribe's ready. Yeah. What? Yeah, right. Huh? Yeah, on it. Yeah.
An affront to Orion.
What? This magic is real. This way. Anything you say.
Hopefully, actually, if I click on you,
Sorcerer Inventor. Yes, yes.
if I can get him to occupy that, Skeevan will occupy it and they can just build it as fucking normal, what AI do. Because AI are busted to fuck.
Away.
Bloody hell, looks like Empire's coming up here now.
This way.
Or they've gone down there.
Unachievable.
Or they might be going down there actually. I think that was the army you recruited there. Look, at the moment I'm not their primary focus. If I don't lose any towns or cities around that area, I'll be honest, that'll be something, nothing short of a miracle. Now, the last few ports have run over by quite a bit, so I think we're in a good place here. Kingsglade's down. I'm looking to take Oak of Ages next. That's got a strong garrison, so that'll probably end up being a fight. Especially if they reinforce it. Once I've done the Oak of Ages, probably going to go Crag Halls of Findor, but I might go Vor's Anvil, I don't know. He's going to occupy Quinelles and Paravon. They've been ruins for fucking ages. He obviously can't do jack shit with an army of 4 that's almost dead. You. We can't use window either, can we? Fuck.
Ready to go.
See, this is a bit of a problem. Because, see, this is where I think you should change this. If you have defensive or military alliance with an ally that corrupts the terrain, and you've got, obviously, like your military access, you should be able to walk through their terrain and not suffer any attrition. Because it makes it hard for you to protect them if you're going to take attrition en route. And the only thing I can move into is raiding stance. But that will then raid them, and that will cause negative relations. Normally I could use Underway, but I can't use that on Oath one. Ugh. I've just got to hope if they attack it, they don't take it straight away.
It will be.
I mean, that garrison is really fucking strong, to be fair. I don't think he'll take it with that one army.
Let's get stabby.
Right. Well, we're defending our shit, we're holding our own. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you're new around here, please drop a subscription. Help grow the channel. And I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, everyone.